two corrections to make on stories in earlier segments. One, I'm getting multiple emails here saying that California is starting to do away with the landline phone. AT&T has said we're going to stop servicing them. It's too expensive. It's like the first note that if you want a landline phone, it's going to be more difficult and it'll be almost impossible to get it when it goes out, get a new one or get it serviced. And many people have emailed to say businesses don't need landlines. We said, well, what about businesses? You do voice over internet, VoIP. Most large businesses now use this instead of landline.
Is that right?
An internet-based, what appears to be a landline phone, but it's internet-based.
We're just four dinosaurs stomping around in here.
But you got to talk.
I know.
Ain't you heard of VoIP?
I know. And then what I say?
You dinosaurs.
I know. And I said,
what about Meemaw?
What
about my dentist?
Thunder lizard. I know. I just thought, well, you got to have it for... We are. Before dinosaurs don't
It's VoIP.
VoIP.
It's like,
ain't you heard of VoIP?
Ain't you heard of VoIP? No, I have not. I've not heard of VoIP.
You're going to wish you had that landline when the Chinese paratroopers start coming falling in on the West Coast.
Exactly right.
Can we blame VoIP for saying, please listen carefully as our options have changed? Yes. What, do they change it every day? We know it's changed.
Great point. You never call
Please
anybody.
Listen carefully.
You never
our
call
menu
anybody.
options have changed.
They always change.
Like you committed them to memory from the last time you called.
Right. Yeah. And how often is it changing? Can you not update
I
everyone?
just say agent.
That's right. Of course.
There are no agents.
Why do we say agent?
We have a brain the size of a peanut.
It's terrible. He's right. He's right. We're a T-Rex. We got the little arms and just stomp around.
Useless.
Gotta have a landline. You got to. Every one of these.
I call 911.
Yeah. Every one of these. Ain't you heard of VoIP? Nothing. You don't need it at all. Okay.
That's correction one.
Correction one. Correction two from Brittany. She says, I wanted to let you know my daughter and I had the double Big Mac last night, and I can report that everything you said is true. There are 4 all-beef patties and double everything, except still only 1 slice of cheese on the bottom.
What?
Crazy.
That's it. And when I read that, I looked it up and looked at the ingredients, and there are 4 patties, more Big Mac sauce, more pickles, more lettuce, more chopped onions, 1 slice of cheese on that very bottom. That's all. Is it why?
So
why?
the club bun is still in the center.
Yes.
And there are 2 patties above and 2 below?
That's right. And then 1 piece of cheese below it. But they're double down on that Big Mac sauce. They're putting a lot on that double Big
They
Mac.
double down on the lettuce and the
they said that too.
pickles and the onions on each layer.
They say more of all of that. But only 1 slice. Is the cheese the most expensive thing? Is that they go through that most?
I mean, how much real cheese is in there?
Well, I don't know.
Isn't it?
You don't think the meat's more expensive than the cheese?
It is.
Both are questionable.
It is. But don't they, if you want extra cheese, don't they charge an extra 35 cents for an extra piece of cheese?
Yeah, but if you were to order a double meat burger, I think they would charge you more.
But not anything else. If I said extra tomatoes or extra pickles at McDonald's, they would not charge extra for that. They would charge extra for the cheese, though.
And they don't reduce the price if you scrape stuff off.
My father used to say that. My father said, here's how they get you. If you want extra sliced cheese, they'll start at that time. They charge you a dime. But say I want it plain, same price.
That's right.
They don't like. He never liked that. He's like
that's why Burger King made it their thing. Special orders don't upset us.
Have it your
hold
way.
Hold the pickle,
right.
hold the lettuce.
Yeah,
that's one of the greatest rhymes in fast food history.
Yeah.
Your way, right away.
No. Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us.
Yeah, that's good.
They did at McDonald's.
Drop the right away. You can make your Whopper how you want, but you're going to wait for it.
Wait a while.
If you just take off tomatoes, they're like, Jesus God.
And
pull up.
Isn't it? I don't think McDonald's even has tomato, right? There's no tomato on the McDonald's menu.
There's no sandwich with a tomato anymore. They did that McDLT once.
Yeah, and the Big Angus used to have a tomato, I think, but I don't believe anymore.
I don't believe so.
They make it pretty simple. The Quarter Pounder is very simple, and as is the Big Mac. It's those ingredients, and that's it.
Maybe in their salads, if they have salads. That's probably the only tomato in the building.
Cherry tomatoes, probably. Yeah.
No.
Or they have the little the wedges.
You don't think so?
I don't think they have any tomato. I don't even think they have a salad anymore.
At McDonald's.
Oh, they have
I don't think they got salad.
Wait a minute now.
I think COVID killed salads. COVID killed salads.
No, they gotta have salad over at McDonald's.
They've got lettuce and onions and pickles. Make a salad.
Yeah, but I think
got $1,000 dressing.
I'm sure they've got a good chef in the back.
Yeah,
I think they got rid of the salad. I think everything's streamlined to just burgers, chicken.
Biggie.
Really?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I bet their chicken sandwich has tomato on it. Maybe.
Oh,
like
do you
their
think?
deluxe chicken.
They have a chicken sandwich.
I'd have to look, yeah.
Well, they have a chicken sandwich they copied Chick-fil-A that has just pickles on it.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little mayonnaise.
But I thought if you got it like a deluxe version of that, it had lettuce, tomato, bacon.
Oh, you may be right. Heroin Scott, you're talking about the double Big Mac. This has caused some controversy in here today. Go ahead.
Yes, I went to McDonald's. I don't love McDonald's, but my kids wanted to go there, so we went there last night, and I ordered the double Big Mac. Well, the box said double Big Mac. When I get home, it's a single Big Mac. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, if this single Big Mac and the McDouble fills me up, I won't go and complain. So I try to call them. They play this game where they keep the phone off the hook like most fast food restaurants. So I end up having to go back up there. They did give me my double Big Mac, so I ended up eating a Big Mac, a double Big Mac, and a McDouble last night.
And I was still hungry.
Well, let me ask you, how was the double Big Mac? Did you like? Was it twice as good as the Big Mac?
It was better because it needed more meat, but I used to work at McDonald's, so what I would do is make mine with the quarter-pounder meat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
bet that's a real hack there for those that work there. And, you know, Chris Demm, when they first came out, thank you, Heroin Scott, with the double quarter pounder with cheese, the DQP, I thought, well, I was trying to play like I, didn't eat that much. And in reality, of course, I did.
You did then.
And I said, oh, it's too much. It's too much. And Chris Demm, who's comfortable in his own skin, said, oh, no, it's great. You got to have
Live
it.
it.
Do it.
Live a little.
And that's probably the best.
Delightful.
That may be the best fast food sandwich burger that I've ever had. The double quarter pounder. I like the Whopper, too. And I like the Big Mac.
You say that. You haven't had a Whopper since you were a teenager.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've had a Whopper. But that double quarter pounder.
It's got everything you want.
God, and it is good. It's not too much. It's good.
I think the Big Mac would be better if it was better quality meat that's on there.
Yeah.
Not thicker.
I know.
Just a little better quality.
Well, I think aren't they trying to go to that? I mean, they keep talking about it.
We assume that they're going to do it.
Yeah,
With the fresh, never frozen beef, but they only do it on the QP.
On the DQP or the quarter pounder.
And I'll say this, and it won't be popular in this room. I don't need cheese on the Big Mac.
You don't want it down on the bottom of
I don't care about it. Can't taste it.
Yeah, you've always said that about cheese.
Is it because your taste buds are dead?
No, I taste everything else. The cheese isn't necessary. Necessary.
His taste buds died. His taste buds have died. That's
The booze and the nicotine.
You telling me cigarette smoke kills the taste of dairy?
Prove it. Prove it to me. Somebody, come at me. Come at me, bro.
Fine.
David, you're talking about cheese on the Big Mac. Only one slice, even on the double.
Right.
Even on the double. Go ahead.
Right. Years ago, when Michael Jordan was a sponsor, they had a double Big Mac, and I ate one, and the middle of it shot out of my sandwich. And I think that's why they only put one slice of cheese, so the middle doesn't shoot out of the sandwich.
Great point.
It makes it too messy, too hard to control.
Nobody likes a slimy sandwich.
You're right. Okay, maybe that's right. Maybe that's it. And maybe that's why they put it on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's easier to
It's
control.
more anchored.
Thanks, David.
No, that cheese doesn't melt. It
That's
stays
an
slick.
eye-opener. Yeah, that's
If
right.
it melted, you wouldn't do that.
Steve, you're talking about the McDonald's salads. Do they have tomato, and do they have salads at all? Go ahead.
Yeah, I went this past weekend, and Biggie's right. They do not have salads anymore, so I had to go across the street to Wendy's.
No. Wow. Not a salad.
Oh, yeah, I'm serious. Yeah.
Is there a tomato in the building when you go to McDonald's?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't think so. They used to have the Big Angus, and I used to get that. I liked that. Homestyle Angus was very good. It had tomato and lettuce, I'm pretty sure.
That's the Clinton administration.
Oh, God, yeah. That came out in 96. They did. And the Arch Deluxe. Remember the Arch Deluxe? That came out in 96. They were trying to rev up business then.
Yeah, the Deluxe McCrispy does have tomato on it.
Okay, so
Deluxe
there is a
McCrispy.
tomato.
Or the Spicy Deluxe.
I feel like if I was at McDonald's, it's like, why? What's the point? I saw that Ray Kroc movie. Y'all saw it too, The Founder.
Yeah.
And their thing early was, this is the 50s, all these other restaurants offered tomato and lettuce and fried chicken and, all the beans, and they were just simple. Just make it so simple.
Burger, shakes, fries.
So
Here's
good.
and
Quick
this is,
serve.
I bet this is rarely ordered. The quarter pounder with cheese deluxe, also has tomato and lettuce.
Really?
I wouldn't want that.
I bet it's very rarely
the
ordered.
quarter pounder or the double quarter pounder is perfect the way it is. You don't need that stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little surprised that McDonald's went to that. Couple of notes here, and we'll have to talk with Lisa Lanier, our attorney, about this at this time on Friday. Taylor Swift's lawyers are threatening legal action against a college student who tracks her private jet. He's done this to other people. You remember that guy? He did it to Elon Musk.
First it was Elon Musk?
Mm-hmm, that's right. The guy's name is Jack Sweeney. He's a junior at the University of Central Florida, and he's known for social media, where he will publicly share on his social media accounts that are public, available information to the public, like where celebrities' private jets are. And he will track Taylor Swift and has been tracking Taylor Swift. But now her legal team is saying this is causing a danger to her. If people, for instance, want to know where she is, and she's had stalkers, to try and get to her, we don't want this information out there. Now, it's public because air flights, I guess you have to, it's public record.
You got to file a flight plan.
But how do you, I mean, you can't prove that Taylor Swift is on the airplane, correct?
I guess not, but...
an aircraft that she has hired?
Yeah, that's right. He is saying in December he got a cease and desist letter because she was flying all around the country, of course, from her attorneys threatening legal action. But he says right now people are really concerned, is she going to be able to make it to the Super Bowl? So he wants to track that and show where she is at all times. And they are sending him a cease and desist. Information is available through the FAA, but Sweeney makes it much easier to get. He just pops it up on his social media and everything.
I think with Elon Musk tried it.
Yeah,
he did.
It didn't work, so it's not going to work here.
Elon Musk said, "We'll give you $5,000 to take it down," and Sweeney said, "I'll do it for $50,000," and Musk said no. Oh. And so, yeah, you're right. He can still do it. I don't think it's going to work either. I think that you're able to do that, but I'm not sure who's. I mean, I know legally he's probably in the right, but I think her privacy should be protected. You know, if she wants to fly in the middle of the night to see whoever, Travis Kelce in Kansas City, and I don't want to be able to know that. I feel like you could be putting them in harm's way. Don't you think? I mean, this is a celebrity. It's a big-time celebrity.
Paparazzi follow people all over L.A. when
I know.
they're in
Well,
town.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, but people track planes. They track boats. They track limos.
I don't like that.
Everything's tracked.
What about the president? Like when he makes a special visit to Afghanistan for the troops, that's always hush hush. Would this be public?
I don't
knowledge?
think he'd know.
He wouldn't know that.
There's no the Air Force One doesn't file a flight plan.
Right.
Well, they have to let people know that they're coming. I mean, they have forward groups that have to drop off limousines and whatever else.
But this guy wouldn't have access.
That's
to
not
that,
public
with
record.
that stuff.
No.
I'm for Taylor on this. I think that the law is going to be on that guy's side. But it's like, come on, don't do that.
You're playing the come on defense?
I am. I'm going to do the come on. She needs, because if she winds up getting hurt because of it, like, look what you've done. You've made people aware. But he would probably say, well, they would have figured it out. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, how many people track down this guy's site?
Well, apparently it's pretty enough that he's making money off the site because he's got a lot of followers.
But
Yeah, I've heard of this guy before.
Yeah, he's done it. Yeah,
I bet more people track her flight than they do where's Air Force One.
Oh, I agree.
People want to know where Taylor is.
I think
her fans,
and way more than Elon Musk too.
Absolutely,
she'd be the number one, I'm sure. If I were Taylor Swift, well, what would you do if the law's on his side and you really didn't want him tracking it? Would you offer money? Here's $100,000. Don't track me. I mean, a drop in the bucket to her, but the principle of the thing is,
then
I'm
who's
in the
next?
right. I know.
The next maitre d', the next doctor.
And how do you keep it legal? I mean, if you give him $100,000, then he does it anyway. How do you stop him?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's a leap of faith, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Randy, you're talking about tracking flights. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 different apps that you can use. One's called Flight Aware. If you know the tail number of the plane, you can put it in, and there's college fan boards everywhere tracking tracking universities' private jets as they travel around recruiting kids, or when USC was hiring Lincoln Riley, the USC's jet was in Norman to take his family out there. All that stuff is out there all the time.
Yeah. Why does it have to be out there? Why is it public record?
Because even when I fly in my little plane, I have a transmitter that shows my site to everybody to see, so it's see and avoid crashes, and that's just where it's at. So it's public information.
So it needs to be public information because of that. Okay.
And because of air traffic.
Yeah, you'd have to know.
But if Taylor Swift were to rent a NetJet,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm assuming she has her own plane. But if she has a NetJet, those are just random airplanes.
So you wouldn't know that. Is that right, Randy? You wouldn't know that she had rented it, correct?
That's correct. You could kind of assume if there's one in Tokyo that's got a flight plan filed to
Las
Vegas, you might can figure it out.
True.
Yeah,
True.
but this
Okay.
is the only time, and that's very specific. We know where she's going. We know. But if she's just flying out of the country, of course she wants her own private. Why go through NetJets? I've got my own plane. She's got that kind of money.
Very expensive to keep up.
Thank you, Randy. Of course, Taylor.
See, that's not an issue for her.
Taylor's got
So
it.
you have a 737 with the door
You want to
plug
write
out.
that check every day, every month?
I mean, I don't know, but if I was Taylor Swift, I think I'd just have my own, just like a car. Wouldn't you think? I mean, of that level, she's probably almost a billionaire at this point.
Oh, she is, yeah.
Andrew, you're talking about tracking flights, too. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, P1,
Thank you.
love you guys. Chris Demm was on the right track. But look, guys, I'm an Elon Musk fan. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. It doesn't matter either way.
Mm-hmm.
They could have it private. They don't. No one needs to know their information. It's a tax write-off for them to actually buy an expensive plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do? You start a holding company, a private holding company, an LLC. No one knows who the owner of that LLC is. You buy the plane. No one knows. It's just a business name.
There it is.
Nothing
Business.
else.
That's it. Yeah, that's
You get
another way.
around
That's
through
like
everything.
NetJets,
Mhm.
but even now you own
More
the plane.
stealth.
Okay, that makes sense. And either one of those, Musk or Swift, could do that. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate
you.
it. Didn't think outside the box like that. Well, she's going to lose.
Musk fan, not a Taylor fan.
A rarity. More,
Yeah.
more Taylor.
Interesting Venn diagram.
Yeah, yeah. Does not like Taylor. The other lawsuit, and we'll discuss this, also involving a celebrity with Lisa Lanier in 48 hours. Snoop Dogg and Master P are suing Walmart and the cereal brand Post Foods because Snoop says that their brand of cereal, which launched in Walmart stores last July, claims that customers have complained, I can't find it. And they're saying that Walmart is not putting it out on their shelves and hiding it back in the storeroom, and they want their item out there on the shelf. When Walmart's website showed the cereal to be completely sold out everywhere, store employees said, we've got some. It's right here in the back room, and they're not selling it. Post and Walmart said, we haven't done anything wrong. Consumer demand did not meet near expectations, so we stopped putting it on the website.
There's no expectation because it's not on the
No,
shelf.
it's not on the shelf. It's not there. Snoop Dogg says it's really a he said, she said on this
I
because,
don't know how you even quantify your evidence, though.
yeah.
It's just people saying, oh, we've got some.
Yeah. Well, some people who saw it online, like Walmart employees, went to the storeroom and said, here it is. We've got it. It says on our website we don't.
Snoopy-O's,
Yeah.
or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Well,
What's it called?
I did read that. I read it.
Doggy dogs?
It's called
Snoop Peas?
It's called Snoop cereal. It's what it's
Snoop
called.
cereal.
Mm-hmm. And they did it through Post.
What's
and
it taste like?
I'm not sure,
Skunk?
but it gives. That would be an interesting.
Well, what's the flavor of Snoop?
Cologne and weed?
Be quite a-
Cavassier?
I believe he markets it for those who are up late, perhaps eating.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, I've got it pulled up. There's 3 varieties.
What are they? What are they?
Okay,
What are
there's Fruity Hoops with marshmallows.
Okay, yeah.
There's Frosted Drizzlers. And Cinnamon Toasties.
Okay, I
All
want
right,
some of
That's
this.
probably the most
All
popular.
three of those
This
are
is
good.
what we're looking for here. Yeah. I like. What about that Drizzler? Now I'm looking for that.
Frosted Drizzlers, that looks like a real big knockoff of Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, mini
and,
wheat.
Yeah.
And Cinnamon Toasters is a knockoff of
Cinnamon Toast
Crunch. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
That happened to Hydrox. That's how they. That's, how,
right,
that's how
right.
big Oreo got him. They kept him off the shelves.
That's right.
yeah.
You're the only man who still likes Hydrox.
Listen.
They'd be on the shelves. They wouldn't be facing front. You couldn't see the label. They were wedged in sideways on the top near the
Oreo.
motor oil.
Big Oreo
The
comes along.
tagline for the cereal's great.
Yeah.
Bussin' yummy for the tummy.
That's right.